Welcome to the SoberQ podcast.
Hello, my name is Patrick and I'm a sober alcoholic and I'm a member of the 10 a.m. Cooperoo Daily Reflections meeting that is run every day. And my question is a step 6 question, and it is, what defects of character did we hesitate to give up? For me, my experience with that step was definitely my character defect to become angry, irritable, and voice my frustration when faced with fear or high levels of discomfort. And the reason why it was so difficult to give up was it was imprinted in me as a character defect from a very early age, as nearly as far as I could remember, say 5, 6 or 7 years of age. And nonetheless, I thought that I'd grown out of it, and going through the steps, I recognised that although I ceased to run away and be so animated, I still had that same character defect and the propensity to use it. And the reason why I found it so difficult to give up was because it worked for me, and the organism does what works for the organism. So it worked for me, so why would I stop doing it? Because it was a character defect. But also I didn't know how to change or to put something in its place. So that meant that I went on a journey of looking at different ways and means, and also having self-awareness when it was raising its head and praying for a different way to approach things. And also, when you get enlightened through the steps, you kind of get sick of doing the same thing because you have the strength and courage to try different ways to approach the same problems or character defects such as that. And although nowhere near 100% cured of this character defect, it doesn't play as such a frequent role in my life. And it is quite amusing to look back on this character defect, and especially my early sobriety, because I rarely stayed in one place other than work for longer than 2 hours or 2.5 hours. I was always on the move, and it was just because I was uncomfortable with self, or I was frustrated or whatever. So it was very predictable. So the growth that has come from doing the steps, looking at the character defects, and even ones that have been there since my formative years, and to move on from that is amazing, or to improve dramatically. If you can't get rid of something, it improves. To be able to do that is all because of the higher power and the program of AA and the fellowship, the people guiding me through the steps. In particular, it's those examples and then the guidance. So yeah, that's it for me, and I'll thank you for listening and sharing. Thanks. Bye.
If you would like to share your experience on a recovery question, visit the SoberQ podcast website at soberq.com. Thanks for listening.